Well, welcome to Conscious Gatherers. My name is Beverly Thompson, and I'm here with A.J. Royce.
Hello, everybody.
We are here together this time. Last time we were still cleaning up from the storm and had just gotten our electricity back, at least I did. So it's much nicer to have service with the phones, and also it's really nice to have electricity.
Yes, it is.
Even though it wasn't that bad. When I was up without electricity 6.5 days, and it's amazing what you can do without electricity.
Yeah, I kind of was getting into taking cold showers.
I didn't have that issue.
You get used to it, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure about cold showers in the winter. At least it was the weather was warm here, and actually perfect for electricity to be out at that time.
Yeah, it was.
Even though it was really quite catastrophic for many, and we still send out our love to those that are suffering from the damages, and also those in Florida and elsewhere around the world that have suffered from some of these storms and things that have been going on.
Yes, at least we had shelter and water.
Exactly.
You know, and those are mighty big.
Oh yeah, and
a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah, a lot of those other people don't.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Oof.
No shelter, no nothing.
That's very tough. So we send you all love. All right. Well, this episode is number 131, and today's date is October the 15th, 2024. So we do have quite a bit to share with you today, and what we're going to concentrate on are insights and information that we received, and that includes really our individual part we play on this world. And Royce really has a fantastic insight into what all that means for each of us. And then we're going to go into the probabilities and possibilities, and that's really life on this earth, and that's some of the information I received. And then a couple of days ago, Royce had some beings come to her called the Tartarians, and that many of the Tartarians have left a mark on this earth, and so we're going to share what they have to say. So that is quite interesting. And when we do that, she was getting the information, and we're on the phone. I was writing it down. So I'm going to write what information that Royce was saying, and then she'll go into it much more than what I wrote down.
Okay.
All right. Anything? You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, I'm just a couple things I'm going to start out with, or one thing, and then Royce was going to explain our individual part we play, and I really listen carefully when she gives the information, because it's really, really important. So there we go. All right. All right. Earlier today, I received this insight, very simple, and it leads into Royce. The time has come to the forefront to be looked at and then released. What serves you, dear ones? Think about what really serves you. Is there going to be a change of batter, so to speak? Your world is rocking. This is a core issue. It is. Okay, Royce, please share.
Okay, my insight for today. We stand upon the brink of salvation. Salvation from what, you may ask? Salvation from the undoing of ourselves by the gullible and unknowing part of ourselves. There is no time to rest or let down our guard for 1 second, for when we let down our guard, we become open to the snares of darkness. Little by little, the snares grab hold and pull us down, snares that are hidden beneath a thin cloak of light. Beware of all you see of all you hear and of all you think is true. The real truth is not hidden, nor does it attempt to ensnare those unaware. It is wise to question everything by testing the vibration of it in comparison to your own highest vibration. If the thing in question causes an uncomfortable feeling which permeates any part of your beingness, then the thing in question is setting up a discordant reaction within you, causing that uncomfortable feeling. It is not necessary to cast judgment, but rather it is necessary to be mindful of further raising your own vibration. That which is truly meant for you, that which you are in agreement with, will come to you as if drawn by a magnet, it to you and you to it, effortlessly. You will feel your beingness at ease with it. It will be that which is right for you. This is what discernment is all about. Turning away from that which is not right for you, so that your path is free and clear to be a path that is filled with light and happiness. Thus we have the quote, "Two roads diverged in the wood, and I chose the one less traveled, and that has made all the difference." I believe that's a quote by Longfellow. I forgot to look it up. So now the question is weighed within our own hearts. When the time comes, will we be true to the resonance of our own hearts, or will we ignore the truth and choose another path? The choice is ours to make individually, but that choice affects us all. And I wanted to go back to this part in the middle that says, it is not necessary to cast judgment, but rather it is necessary to be mindful of further raising our own vibration. There are lots of things going on this planet, and a lot of it is quite political in nature right now. And it's not just the country of the United States of America, it's all over the world. People are feeling that discordance, things that do not resonate with the vibration of their own selves. And so what do you do in a situation like that? You don't have to pass judgment on it, but like it says here, it is necessary to be mindful of further raising our own vibration. So when we raise our own vibration, we help everyone and everything. And most of all, right now, what is right in our faces is the political situation. So raise your own vibration.
Yeah, even though we have discussed this before, but to raise our vibration, one thing I see is don't get mired in the discord.
Yeah, because when you do that, you lower your vibration.
Yeah, and people can stay there, and it makes them angry. That doesn't mean you may be angry for a bit, but to stay there, it doesn't serve you. And as you said, it certainly doesn't serve all of us.
That's right.
Because of we're all connected.
Yeah, so we can help this whole situation by making sure that we're keeping our own selves up, like you said, not getting mired down in all these other things, not being pulled down by the vibration that which is.
Share with what, when you are in a situation that you're not comfortable with, Royce, what do you do to raise your vibration?
Well, there's a couple of ways you can handle that. One of them is to remove yourself from the situation, so you give yourself some time to think and time to come to your senses, and so you can get to that point where you can raise your own vibration. Something that I have noticed is that just by the thought of raising my vibration, it occurs. So I find that to be so intriguing, and it shows me how powerful we really are, how powerful our thoughts are. And that's not even getting into how we express ourselves outwardly, how we speak and what we do, but just our thoughts have an impact on the vibration.
And keep your thoughts positive.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about working with nature, and that could be the plants, the animals.
Oh yeah, if you want to raise your vibration, go spend some time in nature, preferably without a storm.
Yeah.
But storms can be quite beautiful when you can appreciate the power of them, but it's usually when you're not right in the middle of it. But nature is absolutely awe-inspiring. Just to look at a leaf.
Mm-hmm. So another thing is if you're uptight, it will make you tired. So what do you do when you're tired? Rest.
Mm-hmm. Take a break.
Take a break. Meditate. That means sit quietly and clear your mind as best as possible. And I hear so many people saying, I can't quiet my mind. I can't quiet my mind. Well, one big thing to do, one thing that's helpful is some really nice meditative music in your background, and that can take you somewhere. If you fall asleep, so be it, because that's going to allow you to relax. And the word allow came up when you're talking about allow yourself to raise your vibration. You said even the thought,
mm-hmm.
but you're allowing yourself that to happen, because I notice things happen instantaneously as soon as I have that thought. And years ago, I wasn't seeing that, and I certainly am now.
Yeah, but it usually happens when you don't have an emotional attachment. That can hang us up a good bit. But just being emotionally unattached and just in that place of stillness. I got something earlier today that says you can hear the wind blow through the tops of the trees in the silence. So when we're all in that heavy space of just can't get out of the chatter, if we can find some way, and that'll be something very individual for each of us, some way to quiet ourselves, that's when the beauty starts talking to you, and you can hear the wind blow through the tops of the trees. It's just nature. You can't beat her.
I wonder why we call it her, because it's nurturing.
I guess so.
Yeah, so actually it's no gender, but we tend to call nature she, but and the female is more the nurturing, but everybody has that within them. They have the negative, oh my goodness, they have the what am I trying to say? The feminine and the masculine side. Everybody has that within them, and it's the balance within each individual.
Yeah, and what you started to say, everybody has the negative and the positive within themselves too, and that is a choice. What you make of that, what you choose. You know, what are you gonna be positive or are you gonna be negative? It's yours to choose.
Yeah, but remember, each one of us is part of the whole, so each one of us affects the whole.
That's right.
All right.
And isn't it a lovely thing to feel like and to know that you are one with everything? I mean, that just takes your mind and explodes it, you know? It's beautiful. How can you be lonely when you come to that place of knowing that you're one with everything?
You're never alone.
Yep.
Never. You may feel like that in the physical. I'm laughing because I live by myself, and so Royce comes over, and I'm chatting up a storm of basically nothingness. And she says, "I guess it's when you live by yourself. You like to talk." So yeah, we're still laughing at that. Yeah,
well, you were just a bit wound up, so that's okay.
I was. I get excited for these, podcast days.
Well, I do too. It's a very meaningful day for me.
Yeah, we learn so much and gather so much more information, and that's why we like to share it with you all because, we think it's pretty darn important too.
Yeah.
And I want to share this stuff, so and call it this stuff. Maybe it's a better word for that, but to share this beauty that we all are. Okay. I'm going to go on to what I received this afternoon, and it's called Probabilities and Possibilities. And okay, get right into it. There is no argument that great changes are taking place upon your planet. Details of what is to take place is largely up to you, all of you. That goes right into what Royce was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because of some of the degradation that is now coming to the forefront, many people will be taking their leave. Any stoppage of this program to remove certain ones, those that have overstepped their life boundaries. Another way of saying it. There are ways to have them removed. Nothing will totally stop this program. And so this is going to continue until some of these, I'm going to use the term nefarious ones, are removed. Now, are they going to still be on the planet? Possibly. But it's up to them, their choices, but their choices have infringed on a good part of the world's choices. And we're saying no more.
Yeah.
To continue, a new day is upon you. Know this. We've said this so many times, a new day, it's a new day. They're really, what's really being stressed, which I do feel it's me, if you call it higher self or self coming forth, said know this. I mean, it was in all caps. And it is quite beautiful. The consciousness of mankind is being stretched. Yeah, it is. More will be in your face, not to be ignored. So, this is all us, guys. The government's falling, the financial system's changing. However, quality of life will improve. Mankind, drop your old ways of thinking, for they serve you not. Now, I realize that can be different things, and maybe some old ways do still serve you, but you'll know just by your vibration if they don't serve you.
Yeah, you won't be able to stand it anymore.
Exactly. Realize many ones are stepping forward to assist with these changes. No need to fear as the strings are loosening. Does that tell you something? The strings are loosening. It's like, have we been puppets? So yeah, in many ways, we don't even realize it, but we're going to start realizing how we've been controlled. These next few months, many of these changes will have taken place. I like that. This allows for the many technologies and inventions to come forth with so many opportunities for living what many term as work, yet it won't feel like work. It's going to be a lot more fun. And it can be anything, but there's going to be so many new inventions and technologies that have been stifled, and that are coming forth. And some people are going to say, what do you mean they've been stifled? Well, there's certain ones that don't want this technology out because they're going to lose their control.
Yeah, we've had so many capabilities, but there are, lots of corporations with lots of big bucks and stuff, then they don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that hold. But it's not the wave of the future.
It's up to them to change. They're people too. We understand that, but they're going to have to change their ways. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot more smaller companies coming on board, and companies working with companies, or inventions working with inventions, inventors with inventors, and it's just going to be fun. Yes, because people get so excited when they're creating something.
Yes, when that creativity is stifled, that's the way to take down a society. So we're aware of that now. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to happen.
We're all creative.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't necessarily mean artistic or whatever, but we're creative in whatever we do. Mm-hmm. It may be with finances. It may be with art. It may be with writing. It may be with gardening. It goes on and on and on. And we're going to find new ways of doing things. To continue, rejoice. Okay, rejoice. You are walking into the new world. Okay, I received 4 probabilities, which are, number 1, advanced transportation. That's exciting. We think we're pretty advanced. Just wait. Number 2, advanced communication devices. I'm thinking, don't we already have them? Guess not.
Just wait.
Just wait. Yes. Number 3, healthier foods. Like
Hallelujah.
That. Yes. Number 4, advanced medical devices.
Yay.
Yeah. We talked about med beds. So is it the med beds, or it might be other things?
Yeah.
And eventually we won't need that many medical devices anymore because our bodies will be able to operate.
Regenerate.
Thank you. Yeah. Possibilities. I received 3 possibilities. Number 1, off-world travel. Then I heard, not for everybody. Some people would jump on the bandwagon and say yes, but there's changes to the body that happen when you go off-world, by the way.
Yeah.
Because there are ones on this earth that have gone off-world, and it does mess with your body. So even though I think there's going to be ways for us to tune our bodies to other planetary structures or spaceships or whatever it may be, and it depends upon our vibration. So anyway, space travel is not going to be for everybody, but it looks like it's happening. Okay, number 2. Aggregate farming. And then that term sounds very familiar, and I'm not quite sure what that means. I mean, an aggregate. Then I heard it's really a cleanup of farmland and new ways of growing foods. But I see it very clean. Number 3, more direct communication with our star families. And that's happening now. And that takes us into the next segment of our tonight's podcast. When did this happen? This is on the 10th, so 5 days ago. Okay, Royce, you want to just introduce what we're going to talk about next?
Well, I was sitting on the patio. We were both on the telephone. And all of a sudden, I very clearly hear the Tartarians. And that's not a word that I generally have in my vocabulary. I have heard it, but I never, if I tried to think of the word, it never came out right, because I just was not that familiar with it. But I know just a little bit about the Tartarians. They were here a long time ago, but they were extremely advanced, were incredible builders, and some of their structures are still with us today. I don't know where to point to tell you where they are, but they have been here and have built incredible buildings.
There's been quite a few people that have done documentaries on the Tartarians or Tartaria, and I've just watched snippets of some of these. So this is all new. So something that we want to, at least I do, look more into.
Yes, so please do your own investigation. Find out all you can about them.
And to continue with Royce, your conversation with the Tartarians. So as she's speaking with them telepathically, I'm writing down what they told Royce. So I was the scribe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to read what words you gave me, Royce, and then you may want to expand on this.
Okay.
Because it's a little choppy.
Okay.
The Tartarians, silent no more, the return.
And that's just speaking about what Bev alluded to earlier about the more communication just communications with those from the stars, those who have been here before. So the return of the Tartarians.
Yeah. Said many will count and discount, but you cannot hide the truth. So meaning count and discount.
Many will be able to see with an open mind what they're looking at and understand that we didn't make it. Who made it? and others will see it and be able to accept it as, wow, this is very advanced, and I know we didn't make it. So where did this come from? Who made it?
And how did they do it?
Yes, and how did they do it? Because it's very hard to duplicate what they did, even now.
All right. They had told you they came, or I wrote down they came from outer space.
That is the name of an old movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can keep on reading.
Okay, a movie not to be made light of. The truth is right under your nose, and we are coming back to enforce it. There are launches occurring as we speak. Our arrival will be occurring in increments. Some from here, some from there, some from out there. Mm-hmm. Many.
Yes. So they are stationed in many different places throughout the cosmos. And like this said, they are spacing out their launches, and they are coming. So get ready, because they are going to be arriving.
If I recall, you said it's not on what I wrote down, but you said they're on their way.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
yes.
I don't think they would have come in to give you give this message for us all.
Yes, and I'm just going to interject something. When my mother was getting ready to pass, she was in the hospital, and I happened to be with her this one night, and she woke up and with a start and started speaking some unusual things. And the first thing that she said was, "They're coming." And I said, "Who's coming? What are you talking about?" And she said, "They're coming." And she went on. I have the whole story in my book, When the Night Comes Creeping, if you want to read that whole story. But it was mind blowing to me at the time. But she knew of other beings on their way here.
Well, we spoke about the Mayans arriving here also. We mentioned that a couple times.
As a group. And then not, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl as a group name and not a person name.
Yeah. I forgot about them until just now. And the Pleiadians, that's, lots of different planets. So that can mean different things, but they have come forth saying that they're very much a part of what's going on. And many people have expanded on that around the world. So that's all I know on that so far. Okay, I'm going to continue with the Tartarians.
Mm-hmm.
Too important, all caps. TOO.
Yeah, their arrival now. The time is right. They have to now.
Yeah, you had mentioned in reference of what is going on in this earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then they continued to say, it is not an experiment, a specialized evolution.
They were referring to the evolution of mankind, and that being referred to by some as an experiment, and they said it's not an experiment, it's a specialized evolution. So like a guided evolution and not an experiment.
You had said the great of the great. Yeah, as I received this as the earth is the great experiment. You know what? I just realized the great experiment was not the original. However, our earth has been hijacked more than once.
Yes.
And so on one of these, I'm going to use the word hijacking terms, it was called the Great Experiment, which is humanity, a part of creator of all that is, experiencing duality through the veil of separation. That doesn't mean that was the original intent. Oh, my darned. All right, because I was struggling with that and just got it.
Yay!
Things happen when we're talking about this in these podcasts, so realizations is pretty cool. To continue, separation cannot be. And then you said was not absorbed in the fullest.
Yes, that what we just said, the separation, it is an untruth.
Can't be
separate. We are not separate from anything.
Yes. The influences of those speaking to us, we have filters. We go through an upgrade, and our filters are more accurate. Exactly what insight you received today. Each age receives information to the best of their ability, according to the filters that they have. Filters help us absorb what we can according to our phase of evolution. Knowledge will increase by increments because of the degradation of the past. You want to expand on that?
Well, we were, because of being monkeyed with, being hijacked and messed with, we began to go down in evolution, meaning our vibration was going down instead of up, which translates to we're not capable of not only holding more light, but generating more light. We are beings of light. And I can't say that strong enough. We generate light. And it is only by the thought that we can't do that we don't. We are beings of light.
I feel everybody generates some light, but some are dimmer than others.
Yeah, so we need to just get over ourselves, start brand new, knowing that we generate light because we are beings of light.
After she received that message, only thing I heard was, hang on, we have much to show you. To me, that's really exciting.
Yes, it is.
So, talking about new inventions and ways of doing things. So a lot of these star beings are coming forth to share their wares, and that not necessarily material things, but it's how they produce, and be it farming, be it through architecture, and the meaning through their architecture. And I'm an interior designer also, so I have an interest in that category. So it's very interesting what is to come, and to me it's very exciting. These beings will be showing up, and I think they're very human.
Yes.
They left their ruins, and I believe Tartaria was a good part of Europe. I've seen maps of what they feel Tartaria was located. So we'll find out more information, look at some of these documentaries, and research that some other people have put out. Overall, I feel that they're positive beings. I haven't gotten any negativity, but they may be like many others. Sometimes, certain civilizations have their ones that are probably not up to, a little more nefarious than the others.
Well, you can think of it this way. If you created marvelous things and left them on a planet along with the information of how to do that and how to help a civilization improve themselves, and when you come back, you find out that just the opposite has taken place, it's kind of upsetting, and that would kind of tick you off,
Yeah.
So it's like, look, we left you all of this beautiful stuff, and this is what you do? So it's time for us to wake up.
You can see how some beings why we have been hijacked.
And we were gullible and stupid.
Well,
doing the same thing over and over again.
Or did we become gullible and stupid because the control mechanisms were being put into place?
Absolutely.
And now those control mechanisms are being loosened. Talking about the strings are being loosened.
Yes.
That's what that is all about. So we talk about the fall of the cabal. To me, that's what this is about. But what's behind all this, or what's not behind, what's going to follow is going to be rather magnificent. To me, it's very exciting.
Yep, it is. It is. So let's try to improve ourselves and the world by raising our vibration.
Take the word try out of there. Let us improve.
Yep.
We are improving.
Yes. Hear, hear.
And the more that we realize how powerful, I write on all of you that read it on the YouTube of our bullet points, and then always put down, we are all powerful beings, which we are. And it's for us to realize that now. The more that we even say it, helps uplift ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we're uplifting everything and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and that's power within ourselves, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. After today, I feel really good. So things are happening.
And if I came across a bit too strong there, I apologize. But I get impassioned by the knowledge of what we are, and when you can compare that with what we've been doing and what we're capable of doing, these possibilities and probabilities. It's just we're heading in we have such a great future ahead of us. So that is wonderful in itself, just knowing that we can do this. We can get through these times and do something so grand that we just can't even fathom it just right now.
Well, I like to see that passion within you. The more you have, the more we get, too. It all works together. So it's wonderful. Well, thank you for listening. We appreciate anything you want to add, please do in comments. We appreciate the thumbs up that many of you are choosing to click on. We appreciate that, too.
Yes, we do.
Our next episode will be recorded on the 29th of October, and this month is still continuing to be quite exciting, and it will continue to be. Hold on. As the Tartarians said, we have much to show you. So much to look forward to. I think it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Any last words, Royce?
I just want to say that I love you all so much, and like I've said so many times before, I am so blessed to be here with all of you, with all of the strides forward that we're all making. I love you very much. Keep up the good work, and wherever you can lift up somebody else by a smile, by a prayer, a meditation, by an uplifting thought, and not just for people, but for all of the animals and the plant life out there as well. So thank you very much, and I appreciate the fact that you stayed.
Thank you. Bless you. I love you. Good day.
Good night.